What if the Dark Knight had to rise one last time, not as a young, agile fighter, but as a broken, aging legend? This isn't just another Batman story. This is the story of his final, desperate resurrection. The city he saved is now clean, orderly, and suffocating. The Dentac, a law passed in Harvey Dent's name, has swept the streets of organized crime, but at a steep price. Civil liberties are a relic of the past, and a heavy police presence watches every corner. Gotham is a cage, gilded and safe, but a cage nonetheless. And what of the air? John Blake, the young cop who discovered Bruce Wayne's secret and was gifted the Batcave, never put on the cowl. He couldn't. The symbol was too large, the legacy too heavy. Instead, he operates as a shadow, a tactical vigilante, overwhelmed by the sheer scale of Gotham's new rot. They aren't after money or power in the traditional sense. They're the ideological children of the Joker's chaos and Bane's brute force. Their goal is simple. Burn it all down. The Narrows, Gotham's festering wound, is their kingdom, and their influence is spreading like a plague. Thousands of miles away, in a sun-drenched cafe in Florence, a man sips his coffee. He's older now, his hair tinged with gray, and he walks with a permanent, subtle limp. The scars of a war fought in shadows are hidden beneath the fine fabric of an expensive suit. This is Bruce Wayne, living a quiet, peaceful life with Selina Kyle. He has everything a man could want. Peace, love, anonymity. But peace is a poor substitute for purpose. His eyes are always drawn to the international news feeds on his tablet. The headlines are a ghost from his past, screaming in bold letters. Gotham burning. Police overrun. Selina sees the look in his eyes, the storm gathering behind a carefully constructed facade of tranquility. "You gave them everything, Bruce," she says softly, her voice a mix of concern and resignation. "You don't know them anymore." Bruce looks away from the screen, his gaze locking with hers, the old fire flickering within. "It's not about debt, Selina," he says, his voice low and intense. "It's about not letting the fire go out. The fire in Gotham is raging. The mutants, emboldened by their success, have escalated their war. They've stormed City Hall and taken the new police commissioner hostage, broadcasting their demands for total anarchy across every channel. The city is paralyzed with fear. The police are outmatched, the government is scrambling, and the citizens are trapped. Atop the old MCU building, the Bat Signal, a symbol of hope once, lies shattered and rustida, monument to a forgotten hero. Then, it happens. A sound that hasn't been heard in over a decade rips through the night sky. A sonic boom shatters the windows of the Gotham Stock Exchange. People look up their faces, a mixture of terror and disbelief. A shadow glides over the city, vast and menacing. But this isn't the sleek, advanced aircraft they remember. This is something else, something more primal, more terrifying. Jagged, heavy, and raw. On the streets below, the mutants' makeshift barricades are obliterated. A vehicle, more tank than car, tears through the chaos. It's a Batmobile, but not the tumbler of old. This is a brute, a battering ram on wheels, designed for one purpose: war. Bruce Wayne is back, but this is not the Batman of his prime. He is older, slower. The years and the injuries have taken their toll. He can no longer rely on his physical prowess alone. He's a tactician now, a creature of terror and technology. He wears a bulky, powerful exoframe, the metal groaning under the strain of compensating for his failing knees and back. His strategy is one of psychological warfare, using theatricality and overwhelming gadgetry to sow fear. He tracks the mutant leader to his throne room, the city's sewers. The leader is a giant, a physical monster who worships strength, a haunting echo of Bane. The fight is immediate and savage. Bruce, driven by instinct, tries to fight like the young man he once was. He pushes his aging body to its limits, trading blows with a beast in his prime. And he fails. The mutant leader is too strong, too fast, too relentless. Bruce is broken, his new suit sparking and failing. He's bloodied, defeated, and humiliated. He only escapes the killing blow thanks to the timely intervention of John Blake, who pulls him from the sewer's depths just as his consciousness fades. Back in the Batcave, the tension is thick enough to cut with a better. Blake, having seen the brutality of the mutants firsthand, is done with the old rules. He picks up a firearm from a nearby case. "This is what we need," he insists. "They're animals. Bruce. We can't fight them with symbols." Bruce, wincing in pain, shakes his head, his conviction unwavering. "We are not executioners," he rasps. "We are a symbol. We show them a better way. The moment we kill, the moment we take that step, we become a tem." The symbol dies. In that moment of painful clarity, Bruce understands his mistake. He can't beat the mutant leader with force. He tried to be the fist and was shattered. Now, he must become the mind. He has to break his opponent, not physically, but psychologically. He has to dismantle the idea of the mutant leader, not just the man. He gets to work. The exosuit is modified. He strips away the heavy armor, sacrificing protection for speed and agility. He adds distinct surgical braces to his joints, visible and stark a clear admission of his physical frailty. He is no longer pretending to be an unbeatable force of nature. He is embracing his weakness, turning it into a weapon. The final showdown is set, not in a high-tech facility, but in a primitive mud pit in the heart of the Narrows. The mutant army, forming a circle around their champion, hungry for a spectacle. The mutant leader stands, bare-chested and confident, ready to finish what he started. But this time Batman doesn't charge in. He uses the arena itself. Darkness, smoke, misdirection. He is a phantom in the mud, appearing and disappearing. He doesn't throw haymakers. He delivers precise, debilitating nerve strikes. He moves with a painful, deliberate graze, targeting joints, tendons, and pressure points. He isn't overpowering the leader. He is dissecting him, piece by agonizing piece. With a sickening crack, he breaks the leader's arm. The crowd gasps. With a swift, brutal movement, he dislocates the leader's leg. The giant falls into the mud, screaming not just in pain, but in humiliation. Bruce leans in close, his voice a gravelly whisper that cuts through the silence, echoing the words of an old enemy. "You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark." He places a heavy boot on the leader's chest. "I am the shadows. The spell is broken." The invincible leader is nothing but a broken man crying in the mud. His army, built on the worship of strength, sees only weakness. They fracture. They scatter. The myth is dead, and in that moment, something incredible happens. The citizens of Gotham, who had been watching from their windows, inspired by the impossible return of their dark knight, pour into the streets. They rise up, fighting back against the remnants of the mutant gang, reclaiming their city block by block. As dawn breaks, the police finally arrive, their sirens a mournful chorus. They surround Batman. He stands alone in the mud pit, wounded, exhausted, the exoframe sparking and dying. He looks over at John Blake, who watches from the edge of the crowd. With a final effort, Bruce reaches into his belt and tosses Blake a set of keys. Keys to a new, sleeker vehicle hidden in the shadows. "The city needs a guardian," Bruce says, his voice carrying across the quiet morning. "Not a ghost. It's your turn." Without another word, Batman fires a grapple hook into the stormy sky, pulling himself up and disappearing into the Gotham skyline. The legend is no longer a memory. It's a living, breathing reality. He isn't dead. He isn't gone. He's watching always. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into what could be, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the world of heroes and legends.